Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today is Wednesday. It's very drizzly, and I'm heading to work. I've been off ill the past couple of days, but I'm feeling much better now. And I've got like tablets and stuff just in case I don't feel better later, so that should be good. Otherwise though, today I'm quite nervous. It's quite a big day for me today. I'm doing something that I've never done before. Firstly, when I get in, I'm going to imagine that obviously they're going to want to talk to me about how I've been off and all that kind of stuff. I imagine I'll be pulled into a meeting. Hopefully my manager's there. Otherwise, someone there would have probably had time to go through my merge request. So he's going to want to talk to me about that and argue with me about things, and I'm going to stand my ground and fight for everything I've changed. But hopefully before that happens, I'll have opportunity to hand my notice in. So today I'm handing my notice in for this job to start a new one, not this Monday but the Monday after. So yeah, that's my big news. It's not half as exciting or YouTube based as I kind of made out. As a general rule, when you make daily vlogs, you assume everyone watches, so I had to mask why I was going to different things and what have you. I was going to hand in my notice on Monday, but I was ill, so it's genuinely like really bad timing for interviews and things. Not interviews and things, sorry. Handed in my notice and stuff. It kind of stunted me. Also, my manager was in on Monday. I don't think he's going to be in today, which is going to be a bastard. So it means I'm going to have to hand my notice to someone else. But that's essentially the dealio. I guess later at some point we will discuss why and things. I'll probably do a blog post about it and whatnot. But I think you can probably guess why. So yeah, I've secured a new job somewhere else, which is going to be better, much better. Mainly because the working environment's not going to suck. But yeah, it's awkward because like I like the work here. I'm enjoying re-architecting their entire system, but I don't like the people there. Not necessarily the people, the environment. It's such a miserable, quiet. The office is too quiet and boring and stuff, and it drives me mad, and I can't hack it. So I'm handing my notice and I'm moving. So yeah. So now I'm nervous because I've never done that before. Obviously, every other job I've ever left. Well, no, I've handed my notice in once, and that was when I worked at a supermarket, and I posted my resignation letter because I lived in a different city. This time I'm doing it face to face. So, but yeah, like I say, I've never done it before because every other time, well, the other time, I just came to the end of my contract and left. So I'm nervous. But this is like 100% the best decision. Like, I've been working on this basically since the day I got there. I got there, and then on the third day I decided to start sending off job applications to other jobs, and what have you, because it's so miserable. Like, genuinely, that's the only thing. It's not even that I don't like the people, because I actually, like, some of them are okay. Is that no one's willing to talk to you. It's so unfriendly, and I'm a fond believer of a job is only as good as the people you work with. Because when I used to work at a supermarket in Nottingham, I loved it. I loved everyone I worked with, had a great time, really enjoyed going to work. Bath, first year, hated it. Hated every single second of it because everyone I worked with didn't like me because they thought I was posh and snooty and went to University of Bath and, oh, you must be very posh and I hated it and I wanted to quit so much, and I couldn't because I needed the money. Now, like after half a year, they all simmered down and stuff, but this place is like the whole office isn't against me, but the whole office is just a different, it's too quiet. It's genuinely what it comes down to. It's too quiet and everyone just kind of doesn't talk. So you ask people like, oh, do you want a cup of tea or something like that, and they'll be like, no. And I'm like, mate, I'm not asking you because I think you might be thirsty. I'm asking you so we can go and have a conversation and stuff and bond. So yeah, this is where I did work, somewhere up there, and I'm going to go in and have a notice in, so I don't wear there again. I've got a week's notice. Whether I work that week's notice, I don't know. I don't think I will because I don't see the point, but I'm happy to work it. I don't see the point in sitting around at home not being paid. It's up to them. So right, sorry, I just had lunch with Laura. We just went to Cafe Nero for a drink because it's raining So I actually haven't had lunch yet, I've just had a drink. What's gone on so far this morning? Hey? That's really weird. This woman's walking down the street with like a phone like held up. And she's like, she held it up and pointed at me. I'm like, what? I thought it was because she might think I'm filming her or something. But then as I walked past, she then still did it. I'm like, what? That was weird. Anyway, so yeah, got in, like, everyone said hi to me. Like, that's it. Literally just said good morning. Just ignore the fact that I've been off for however long. Have you been? No. So I emailed my manager to say, like, are you going to be in the office today? And he says, I'll be in the office in this afternoon. He says, okay, well, just as a heads up, I've left my notice on your desk, and here's a copy of the letter I've sent you. Emailed that to him. Within about 3 minutes, I had a phone call from the recruiter that set up this job, asking why I was leaving. And since then, I've been sat waiting for some kind of meeting to happen, just doing my work, you know, just working my notice. So he came in just before I went out for lunch, and he was on the phone to some people or whatever, and then he organised a meeting. As I went to lunch, he like took the other two senior managers / developers into a meeting room. So I'm fully expecting now to walk in and just be whisked away into an office. So that should be good fun, shouldn't it? Yeah, so nervous now again. Fucking hell, it's all over again, isn't it? So I'm gonna go. I've got a free afternoon now, so I'm gonna go get my hair cut. It's actually quite annoying because I've got gel in it. I'm not really supposed to, but boom, all I was in cut for tomorrow. Time jump, ladies and gentlemen, because I got my hair cut, then it came out, and then Dad was driving to go get some dinner in town. So he was asking for directions to a car park, and I was like, it's probably going to be easier if I just jumped in his car and then went there. So dropped him off at a place to eat. Then I bussed back, didn't get here to a certain time. Then I had to like quickly wash up, like tidy everything, because Dad was going to be here sooner than later. And then he changed his mind and ended up turning up at 8 o'clock, so we had loads of time. And then we cooked dinner and stuff. They then came here. We had a cup of tea planned tomorrow, because tomorrow I graduate. Sorry, your lens is dirty. There we go. And yeah, so it's been like a bit of a busy afternoon / evening. But yeah, so finished. Finished work. I am accepting a job offer that I've got for a different job in a different. Well, doing the same job but in a different company. So maybe more about that at some point. I don't know. There's always weird clauses and stuff. I'll probably talk about why I left in a blog post. It'd probably be better. But in short, it's not a very nice place to work. And in the last meeting as well, I was called into. I've been sat there all day basically being like, am I going to be called into a meeting? Am I going to be? And then I got there in the afternoon. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to. I think it doesn't want to talk to me. Like essentially until I go. So I had headphones on. He came in and got me, and then he said like, oh, so why do you want to leave? I'm like, because this is why I want to leave, because I don't like it here. It's too quiet. It's not a friendly place to work. It's an uncomfortable place to work, and he didn't like that at all. Didn't like that at all. So he was like, oh, I don't think it's normally like this. It's like, well, I've been here a month. It's like this. Like, you're not here very often because you're off in different offices and stuff. It is like this all the time, and it's not very nice. But he didn't like it at all, and then he said something along the lines of like, so do you reckon this is probably like a two-way street though, isn't it? It's like if you're da-da-da, then no. And I said, well, yeah, but if there's like a status quo of everyone's really quiet, I don't want to be the person that then tries to drag everyone out of their status quo, and it's not my place to do so. I never felt welcomed there. And that is literally the main reason why. There's also reasons why they've said like, essentially the job role was kind of like falsely advertised to me in the sense that they were doing all these changes and all this kind of stuff. They do agile software development where they do scrums every morning. No, they don't. Like literally to the point where I sit, me, someone else, two other people behind me. Those three people, no idea what they do. Past my desk, no idea what anyone else does. I only know what I'm doing. Like, there is no communication. Zero. I have no idea how people are figuring out what they should do. And the one time I managed to get my friend next to me to come to have a cup of tea with me, he didn't know either. So I have no idea. But yeah, so I left. I also felt that like the things they were doing, if I would have stayed there long, like a year, I would be a year behind because I'd be fighting for something. I probably wouldn't be getting it, and then I'd be stunting myself. It's the kind of job where you want to go later on. I've graduated. I want to be able to get as much learning and stuff as possible while I'm still just graduated. So that's the other reason, is I feel like the longer I stay there, the more because obviously there's always like compromises between I want to design it this way, they want to design it this way. The more compromises that happen, I'm going to slip into their bad habits, and I didn't want to do that either. Also, if you're watching, boss, some of the developers there that seem to be like the gods, the people that know what they're doing, don't know what they're doing. In my honest opinion, they're making a new system which is literally copy and paste from the old system but in a different language. It's like they've put it through Google Translate and gone, oh, there we go. And therefore it's all horrendously designed spaghetti code that's incredibly entangled and coupled together and untestable as well. But that's that. Onwards and upwards. Tomorrow we're up early. We're going to be heading over to my graduation in Bath, and then we're going to be spending all day with like Dad and stuff. So yeah, Laura's got the day off. I've got the day off. I had the day booked off as holiday anyway. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Otherwise, I hope my admin hasn't disappointed you. I hope you understand why I kind of lied about doing things either based on YouTube or having meetings about my final year project in Bath. That was a job interview. So there's, yeah, but I apologise. I'll probably come clean about it all at some point. Who knows? But yeah, picking up graduation tickets in Bath on Friday morning. I don't know if you watched that video. If you watched that video and you know Bath, you know I went in the complete opposite direction. I was going along the river, not up the hill, but wild. So anyway, I'm going to go. Cheers. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, university finishes officially. We graduate.